from a emotional perspective, I have a lot of heart in Munich. I knew that I wanted another challenge. I knew that I wanted to take the next step. Arsenal obviously come in, and I really like the fact that they came in when I wasn't available. I think it's a really nice feeling to feel wanted. Everybody wants to be a part of Arsenal, and everybody wants to see what they're about to create. From a football perspective, I knew that I wanted another challenge. I knew that I wanted to take the next step. Arsenal obviously come in, and I really like the fact that they came in when I wasn't available. I think it's a really nice feeling to feel wanted. And I've had a little bit of contact here and there throughout my whole career with Arsenal, and I feel like what they're building within England, within the WSL, within Europe is something that I just want to be a part of. It's super exciting, it's super fresh, and it's setting the standard and the levels within women's football. I think if I look at Bayern and I look at the friendships that I made, the experiences that I had, it was an unbelievable place, an unbelievable club, an unbelievable city, and from an emotional perspective, I have a lot of heart in Munich.
I was going to say, you had an incredible run there, but I got out to see you maybe 2 or 3 times, I think, with the Champions League. It felt like you were part of the furniture there.
Yeah.
It felt like you were such a big... And maybe I was a bit naive and didn't realise that was just normal, but you were such a big part of everything. It must have been really difficult to actually, eventually when it came round to leaving, be like, oh, I'm actually putting this bit of my life behind me.
Yeah, it was really difficult, but I'd always said to myself that I wanted to leave in a good place. I never wanted to get to the point where I was over something or I wasn't enjoying turning up to training every single day, and all I can say is positive things about Munich. All I can say is that every single day I went in, I loved it, I had a smile on my face, and I've left with the best memories.
It felt like it got to a point with Munich as well. You could see in the Champions League that as a club they were getting closer and closer. It was always going to be difficult just in terms of the league with the draw of the WSL, but they were getting closer and closer. I wonder now, when you come and join up with a team like this, and you just look around the room now, the quality of player that's in this room today, you must feel like you're putting yourself in a place where you can go and challenge for those top honours. Yeah,
definitely, and you can see exactly what Arsenal have done this summer. It's almost like a little bit of a new chapter, starting a new cycle. Obviously there's been a lot of players that have come in, and a lot of top players, a lot of quality. They obviously went hunting the Bundesliga, which I think obviously replicates itself. It's a top league that sometimes goes under the radar, but obviously the fact that Arsenal have signed 4 players from the Bundesliga kind of represents the quality that's over there. I think from the outside, everybody wants to be a part of Arsenal, and everybody wants to see what they're about to create. And I have the honour and the pride to be able to say that I'm going to be a part of that.
How have you changed since you were last in England?
I think I've massively changed as a player and as a person. If I see myself as a player, Munich gave me the opportunity to develop a position consistently. I played the same position for 4 years. That allowed me to be able to figure out how I wanted to play that, with the trust and the expectation, the responsibility from the team and from the manager that I really enjoyed. It allowed me to play a leadership role that I'd never played before. Going into that team, there was a lot of expectation and high demand to consistently be good, which I also really enjoyed. Then when I look at myself as a player, when I look at myself as a person, I would say that I've got comfortable with myself. I enjoy my own time a lot more. I know that coming to Arsenal these next few weeks, I just need to say yes to everything. I need to integrate as much as possible and as soon as possible, so that I have the connection with my teammates off the pitch to then be able to communicate on the pitch. And when I look at the likes of the kids coming through here, like Lisa Baum, for example, I feel like it's my responsibility to take her under my wing, because I've been that player in a different team. I think in the past I'd have just continued with my day and I'd have just kept myself to myself, whereas the fact that I've experienced being a new player in a different team, I also understand how daunting it is, and that an arm around the shoulder goes a long way.
I do hate that you don't refer to yourself as one of the kids anymore. That absolutely dagger through my heart.
Suddenly I'm 27.
That personality transformation, or that growth that you went through, I assume that stems from the beginning at Munich. Just having a complete change of culture, complete change of environment, and now having gone through that experience, you're now trying to put some of that into practice here?
Yeah, something that I really enjoyed going to Munich is the fact that I had no opinions. There was no opinions of me. There was no opinions of Bayern. I didn't know anybody that had played for them. I didn't know so much about them. I'd never met any of the players that were about to become my teammates. Whereas it's a little bit different here. I had a few conversations here and there, but at the same time, I wanted to make my own decision. I remember having a conversation with Leah, and first thing she said to me was, "I'm actually not going to tell you a lot of things because I want you to make those."
That's cool.
Yeah, those decisions for yourself. And I think that's super important because you have to make the decisions for yourself. You can't be torn by something else.
Because I wondered how much the fact that you had such good friends at multiple teams in the WSL might play a part in your decision making.
No, definitely. Of course, it made me want to come back to WSL and see more of them. But at the same time, a lot of my decision was solely based on my feeling, my gut feeling. It was never torn between friends saying this and friends saying that. It was solely the feeling that I got.
So with your announcement video, tattoo straight away. Very Georgia Stanway announcement that.
True.
Which is like bang on the money. No one could have predicted it. But I wanted to ask you something different. I thought everyone's going to ask you about your tattoo today. I wondered if you had the ability to jump on Photoshop of your tattoos and move one from one part of your body to another.
Ooh.
Are there any tattoos you think, I'd like to have had that one over here or in a different part? Or in a different place? Or have you got so used to everything that it kind of feels like everything's in its right place?
Yeah, I've probably just got used to it. I think if I don't like something, then I would find a way to cover it up with something else.
Have you done that already?
Yeah, I've done it on this arm a few times.
So this is your left arm. What have you changed?
This was a cover-up. This was a cover-up. Further up also. It was more like just as time goes on, sometimes they don't look fantastic. So find a way to make it a bit more fresh.
Do you know what though, G? They look, considering that you have a lot of tattoos, they look really organised. It looks like an organised mind. It genuinely looks like it's quite intentional.
Yeah, it's funny because you probably see the tattoos, whereas I just see the skin. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not finished yet.
So much more to come.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how you feel about being a Londoner? Because obviously you're so proud of your roots. How does it feel to be making London home?
I'm going to be totally honest, I think it's going to take me a little bit of adjusting. I've had a few conversations with the girls already to be like, oh, that's so far away. And then they're like, girl, it's only an hour. But I think for me, because I was so used to everything being so local, I'm a bit of a homebody anyway. So I don't necessarily think I'll be in the city often or mooching around. I like little things, I like farms, I like little things within the countryside. But yeah, it'll take me a little bit of adapting, but I'm on the right side of London so that I've got an easy getaway home.
Agreed, absolutely agreed. I'm north of the river as well, so you chose the right side of London. Can you just tell me finally, we're going to ask everyone today, because we know there is such a culture of everyone here hanging out together and spending time together. Let's just say we're doing a come dine with me and you're hosting maybe 3 or 4 of the squad. You've spent loads of time living on your own now.
Yeah.
You must be good at cooking or at least creating a meal from scratch. What would you make for your teammates? We're going 3 courses, starter, main, dessert.
Ooh. Good question. I actually cooked for Kira and Leah the other day.
Did Kira forgive you yet for choosing this side of town?
Yeah, she's just happy that I'm close.
You're just much...
She's been driving here most days anyway. I cooked for them the other day and I did a chicken and prawn curry. With rice and poppadoms.
Elite. What would be? Let's do your starter as well. What like
starter's tough. I would rather skip a starter and take dessert.
Okay, what's going dessert wise?
Cartmel sticky toffee pudding, and it has to be that brand.
Okay, can you just give me the kind of like the reasoning, the ration?
It's close to where I'm from.
Okay.
Really famous for it, but it would be Cartmel sticky toffee pudding with vanilla ice cream and sticky toffee sauce.
And then you'll get that point where the ice
cream
starts to melt into the sauce.
And I've said this so many times that usually they'll comment.
We need to get some free sticky toffee.
Honestly, this is all I talk about. When somebody says dessert, this is the only thing that's important in my life.